Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Glenn from Sight and Sound. You can see Sam and Tony, and you can also see Claire and Katie who are here to keep us in order because we regularly get out of order, actually. Um, Digital social care session number 3 for us, and the content is different to sessions 1 and 2. So if you've come here to see us again because you enjoyed any of the first 2, then hopefully we can show you some new digital tech for people that you engage with on a daily basis. Just letting people trickle into the event now. So we'll give it a minute or 2 while everybody gets themselves cozied up in a box of chocolates or after eights or whatever you have while you sit and watch us show you some technology. Just coming in now, so I'll give it another couple of minutes. Hasn't moved for the last 30 seconds, so I'm wondering if this is. Oh, no. There we go. More people coming in. So you'll all be muted. We can't see you, but you can see us. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see a chat box. That's a great place to put any questions or comments or anything that you may wish to post while we're going through the sessions. I'll facilitate the chat while Tony and Sam run the session for you, and we will bring questions into the session if they are suitable or relevant, and if not, I'll just answer them through the chat box. So keep an eye on the little flashing light at the bottom of your screen, and if we get time at the end, we'll also have a chance to take questions at the end as well. So I think we're just about there. So without more ado, who's kicking off, Sam?
Well, I think you are actually. If that's all right.
Okay, I'll carry on then. Yes. Yeah. Here we go. I'll kick off. So Sight and Sound Technology, for those of you who haven't been on earlier sessions, 43rd year of operation, best known for our work in the area of low vision blindness, but we also look after about 15,000 generally higher education students with literacy challenges as well, and other multiple disabilities as well. So we're really all about providing technology for disabled people of one ilk or another, best known for our work in sensory loss, blindness, low vision. We carry out everything from auditing and assessing the needs to providing the technology. Most importantly, certainly for us, is the training and technical support of that technology. Some of it you'll see today is a little bit sophisticated, complex, does need a little bit of work to get up to speed and up and running with it. So if any of your clients are out there using it to gain their independence, meet their ambitions, get on with their daily life, then the technology training and support, I think, is really important part of what people need to use digital technology in their day-to-day life. I'm going to show you a number of case studies, and we will give you the opportunity to comment through the chat box as we go along, but each of them will bring in a different range of technology that could be the solutions for the person in that case study or scenario. We're working here with our friends, Digital Social Care and Skills for Care, and also Vision Bridge, who are not on the call today. All of these agencies are working with you and promoting the use of technology and digital technology as well. So we're really, really thankful to them for giving us the platform here to talk to you about technology for people with some form of disability. Now, Sam, I think it's over to you.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And thank you, Claire and Katie, for inviting us back for session number 3. Yeah, Katie's just mentioned in the chat box there, you don't have to have attended the previous sessions to sort of get anything out of this one. The content is quite different. We're actually going to be looking at it's a sort of slightly different format for this presentation. Rather than case studies, we're going to be focusing on 3 specific pieces of assistive technology. We've got some live demos that me and Tony will be delivering. We've got some videos and some slides and information as well. We wanted to focus on wearable technology today. We did send out some feedback from the first 2 sessions, and there's quite an interest in wearable technology, technology that can be used wearable technology that can be used indoors and outdoors, that can support with navigation, orientation issues, as well as obviously magnification and supporting somebody with obviously reading as well, which is sort of the main focus of the technology today. But here we've got a slide which obviously lays out some of the areas of assistive technology that we've covered so far. Okay, we've looked at magnification and screen reading software, okay, like JAWS and Zoom Text. So obviously that allows somebody with a visual impairment to use a computer productively. We've looked at Braille technology, which is a really advancing area of assistive technology. We've in fact just taken on a brand new device, which is essentially it's a screenless tablet for somebody that has no vision and that is a Brailleist. And it's a very, very powerful machine. So we've covered refreshable Braille in previous sessions. We've looked at text-to-speech devices, and these come in all different shapes and sizes. On the screen there, we can see an example of a desktop magnifier with OCR. OCR being optical character recognition. So this is an engine which takes printed text and turns it into audio. And these, as I say, come in all different shapes and sizes. Some of them are portable, some of them would be desktop size that would stay at home. And obviously today, as I said, we're going to focus on some wearable text-to-speech devices. And obviously I'll come on to those in just a second. We've also covered very simple, less technological solutions such as optical magnifiers as well. We're all probably familiar with these, the Sherlock Holmes style magnifying glass that many people with a visual impairment can pick up from the low vision clinic, you know, from the eye hospital, or online for, you know, a $5. You know, they are absolutely, you know, a suggested solution. However, you know, we're going to be focusing on some more electronic magnification today as well. So obviously we're sort of graduating from the optical side to the digital side of technology. Also there, you'll see at the bottom center, low vision glasses, which is the main focus of this session today. We've got three wearable devices which come in the form of either a headset or a set of glasses, a pair of glasses. And this area of technology really is emerging. It's very exciting. There's lots of research being done. You know, lots of the devices aren't quite there yet because it's such a difficult area of technology to combat, really. You know, wearable magnification. But we feel, you know, we're working alongside a few different companies that are really sort of pushing the boundaries in this field. And we're going to show you at least one device today, which is making big strides in that area. And then also we've covered things like accessible mobile phones, mainstream technology, tablets, iPhones. You know, the smartphone is becoming such an important tool for, you know, most people today, but especially for somebody that either has a visual impairment of some sort or a learning disability. There are, you know, many accessible free, some paid for apps for tablets and smartphones now that can, you know, really, you know, change somebody's life. As I said, not just somebody with a visual impairment either. There's lots of technology out there that's accessible on a smartphone for people with various different conditions. But those are some of the areas that we've covered so far. And now we're going to move on to, as I said, wearable technology. So if you want to move forward, Tony, we're going to look at our first solution today, which is the Envision. So the Envision Glasses. Tony's going to actually deliver a demonstration on this in just a second, but just a bit of background about the glasses before we move forward. So Envision started life as an app. Okay, it's a Dutch-based company, and they put their technology on an app on smartphone, and then what they've done now is they've transitioned from the app into a wearable device, and all of the technology from the app is now put on the glasses with some additional features as well. So the whole idea with Envision is obviously that they're creating they're turning the visual experience of the world into an audible experience. So everything and anything that you look at with Envision can be converted into audio, not just text, but obviously facial recognition, products, objects. But the most exciting thing about Envision is that it is an open platform. So it's an Android device. It's made by Google. Okay, so Envision have the capability to add third-party applications, so navigation apps, etc., which is they're going to be building on in the future. And I know Tony will go into a bit more detail about that in just a second. If you just click on slightly, yeah, thanks Tony. And there you can see as well the Envision glasses also come in a second pair of frames, which would allow somebody with prescription lenses, okay, if they already wear prescription lenses, whether that's prescription or whether it's sunglasses, where you have, if you have light sensitivity, that sort of thing, you can mount the Envision glasses onto a pair of prescription lenses as well. It is possible, all possible with Envision. And then a bit more information there about the platform that I mentioned. Envision is an open platform. So yeah, the functionality and the possibilities are endless. I think it will be a good now actually for us to look at the short video that we've got, because that would sort of give a bit more background before Tony actually digs into the detail of the glasses. So if you want to move forward, Tony, and we'll have a look at the video.
Yep.
Thank you.
You got the sound
Independence.
Yep.
The dictionary defines it as the ability to live your life without being helped or influenced by others.
It could also mean the ability to discover a whole new recipe.
Chicken and pumpkin soup.
Soup ingredients.
It could also mean submitting an assignment just before the deadline.
It could be sharing a laugh with a colleague near the coffee machine.
Looks like Alex from finance.
To step out for some fresh air and roam the streets without any worry.
Looks like a body of water running through a grassy field.
Or just managing to catch that train during rush hour.
1541, Sprinter, Amsterdam Central, via Mariahove.
To be able to sort and read my own letter.
Credit card statement, Post Box 289.
To be able to pop quickly into my favorite local store.
Mango chutney.
It is to know that when I get stuck, I have people to call upon.
Hey, yes, and where are you?
Hey there, there seems to be a roadblock here. Can you help me out?
I can help you out. Do you want to use like a road map or something?
Okay, wait, I'll share my location.
All hands meeting. Tulip 3 meeting room.
Tulip 3.
To be surrounded by great people and be surprised by their love.
Looks like a birthday cake with lit candles.
To cook my favorite meal that my lovely family can't get enough of.
To push my physical limits. To move, to jump, to punch, and to feel alive.
I wish you the happiest year ahead.
To be me. To be Parham Dustar.
To be me, to be Jesse Wienholz.
To be me, to be Joy Barry.
Introducing Envision Glasses, the new AI-powered smart glasses by Envision.
Okay,
empowering
thanks, Tony.
the blind and visually impaired to be more independent.
Perfect. There we go. So that just gives a sort of a good springboard into Tony's live demonstration. Yeah, so we'll hand over to Tony, who's going to really pick apart some of the features for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Right, let's just spotlight this. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah,
so
perfect.
Envision Glasses, packed full of features. I'll go through them in detail, but you've seen pretty much all of them on that video. These are the Envision Glasses. Now you'll see I've got them fitted on the frames that are supplied. It's more of a skeleton frame with one arm. The Envision glass forms the other side. You've got the top piece and then a nose bridge. You can, as Sam mentioned and was mentioned in the video, have another pair of frames. They're like this, more conventional. And an optician will fit tinted lenses, prescription lenses, or whatever into those. Now I'm going to just turn this on because you're not going to hear it. Hold on a second. Right. I'm running this.
Bluetooth device ready to pair.
Okay. It runs off of a little speaker in there, but obviously it's going to...
device connected.
Thank you. That's going to be too silent. So can you hear that Bluetooth speaker, Sam?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is how they're worn.
Your Envision glasses are currently on version 1.1.14.
And I'm on the home screen, which gives me a lot of information and I'm in the main menu. If I double tap, I'll get that information.
Home.
Go on then.
It's 15:17. Today is Thursday, the 24th of June. Battery level is at 90%. You are connected to VM2693609.
So there's a lot of information there about the status of the glasses.
Use 2-finger swipe down gesture to set your device to sleep mode.
And then every now and again, you'll get hints to prompt you where you go next. Now, I've got it connected to my home Wi-Fi network, but if I'm out and about, obviously it won't reach. So we can use mobile hotspot on your smartphone to give you that facility, because some of these items do require internet connection. Now, as I say, we're in the main menu, so I'll go forward. I'm just swiping from back to front. Read. It's been said that it's essentially text-to-speech. So we'll go into this application and see what's available to us. Again, double tapping on the touch bar.
Scan text.
Scan text.
Instant text.
Instant text.
Batch scan.
Batch scan. I'll explain all those in detail in a second. But let's go back to scan text. Got a magazine here. Okay, so I'm going to just go into scan text again, double tapping. Now you're going to hear a series of ticks as it picks up more and more words. Now that is pretty high, so
I'll faster frequency of beeps means that more words are detected.
All right, I've moved.
Full tap to scan the text.
That's better. So I've just taken a snapshot of that page. To my mind, using the optimum amount of beeps.
10 years of Red Deer. Return of the Native. 2010, we helped launch one of the largest single-site conservation projects in southern England, the return of red deer to
so that's now reading this text.
Heathland in Surrey.
But
Swipe
we're not
down again to exit.
We're not here to listen to that. So as you can see, it's reading text.
In 2010, we helped launch one of swipe down scan text
quite quickly and quite easily. Now, moving forward,
instant text.
We've got this instant text. The process of scanning that page was quite long. If you're in a supermarket or something like that and you need instant information, we go into instant text. Now this is looking for text all the time now. I'll hold this in front of it.
Paracetamol, SRETS.
Okay, so
caffeine. Instant text.
That's box of paracetamol. So I've pulled that off the shelf. I've instant text and it reads it to me. So there's no messing about, no hanging around while I'm trying to buy things in the supermarket. Now, one thing that is unique to this device is the ability to read handwriting. The others don't read handwriting. So I'm going to do this in instant text, but I could just as easily do it in scan text. So double tap, it's looking for the text.
To, berry, birthday, love.
Okay.
Here, to, a berry, happy birthday, lots of love.
Okay.
Helen. Instant text.
So just read my wife's birthday card, handwritten by my sister-in-law, and it reads it perfectly. So that's the read. Now, there was one other feature, which was
batch scan.
Batch scan. I'll go back to the magazine. If I wanted to scan this whole article, number of pages long, then I could batch scan it. It keeps it together as one file rather than individual pages. So that when I come back to listen to it, I can do it in the logical order. Having scanned text, it can be saved and exported to the app on the mobile phone, and then you can do what you like with it. You can it's a text file, so you can email it to yourself, you can email it to a friend, you can simply leave it there in the library and come back to it at a later date if that's what you choose to do. So that's the read feature. I'm swiping down to move out of it. Go on, someone.
Sorry, yeah, I was just going to mention, Tony, while you're there, we've actually just had a comment in the chat box from Richard. He's mentioned, he's asked, sorry, would you be able to use instant text to read packets of food in the supermarket to pick out ingredients?
Yeah. Okay, so I use my box paracetamol as I always do. Could just as easily be bird's eye fish fingers. It could easily be anything. Any text it's looking for, be it printed or handwritten.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if someone had a specific allergy as well and they were looking for some
exactly, and that applies to me as well as whoever asked the question, obviously. So yes, it is important that you check ingredients.
Yeah, thanks, Richard.
So you should be able to do that. Yep. Okay, so swipe down.
Batch scan.
No, swipe
Scan
down.
read.
We're back to read, which is in the main menu. We'll go forward.
Call.
I'm going to come back to call in a moment.
Identify.
Identify. Let's see what's in here.
Describe scene.
Okay, describe scene. You saw that on the video, but I'm going to look over here. I'm going to double tap. Okay, it's just taking a picture of the scene.
Living room with a couch and a television.
Okay, so it's told me it's a living room with a couch and a television. It could just as easily be the other way, my garden, or anything. Wherever you are, you'll get this scene description given back to you. That does require an internet connection. Instant text, you can set it to offline or online mode. Reading text, that does require internet connection. So we've just had the scene described to us.
Describe scene. Detect colors.
Detect colors. We all know what color detectors are, but basically it's going to read the color to me.
Recognize cache.
Recognize cache. Now, in this day and age, nobody carries cache with them. I certainly don't, so I can't demonstrate that. But it will recognize 5, 10, 50, 20-pound notes, sterling. It'll recognize euros and other currencies as well. So that's quite useful.
Detect light.
Detect light is a new feature. I'll see if I can get this to operate properly. Okay. Now, can you hear that beeping, that tone?
Yeah, we can pick that up.
Yeah, okay, I'll move that there. I'll look towards my window.
The higher the pitch of the tone, the more light that is being detected. A very low pitch means it is very dark.
Do you see? So as I look towards the window, and let's stop it.
Detect light.
The pitch of the tone goes up or down depending on how much light is available. Now that can be useful. Basically, have you left the lights on in a room? Is the television screen on? Is the mobile phone screen alight? A whole range of things. Plus, is there sufficient light in this room for me to read the text? Because obviously, being a camera, very low light conditions, it's not going to see the text, let alone read it. So is the light on? Is the light off? Will it read the text? So it can be useful, that one. That tells me I'm at the end of that list. So we'll come out of there.
Identify.
And we'll move on to find. I love these things. They're great. They're so useful. Listen.
Find object.
Find an object. Okay, I'm going to go into this and I will be presented with a list of objects. Incidentally,
Find object.
When this first came out, a list of objects was relatively small, but it's increased every time they update it. Come on. Okay.
Bicycle.
Bicycle.
Bottle.
Bottle.
Car.
And there's a whole list. Let's go back to bottle. There's a bottle on my desk somewhere. I don't want to knock it over and cover my laptop in water. So let's look around, see if we can find it. Do you hear that?
It means the object is in front of you.
You hear that beep?
Yep.
Tells me the bottle's in front of me. There it is. Okay, I'll stop that beeping.
Object.
So keys, keyboard, laptop, cup, whole list of items that you might want to find on your desk when you're out and about. Now that list is used in another feature I'll come to in a second, but that's find an object. Now the reason bicycle is in there and some other things you think a bit more obscure for a visually impaired user is because you don't want to walk into a bicycle. You don't want to walk into a car or anything like that. Somebody said, what's the point of having a bicycle? I can't ride it. Well, that's not the reason it's there.
Find people.
Find people. This is a good one. Okay, I'm going to double tap this. You'll hear a tone. Not that one. Right. Let's see if it'll work on my computer screen. Don't think it will because it's quite bright. Okay, I've got nobody here.
If you
So
hear a beep, it means the person is in front of you.
okay, there, that tone, it's picked up a darker one, which was Sam on my screen. So that tells me there's a person in front of me. Now it goes a stage further. Watch this. I'll show you this photograph. Listen to what it says. If I, because of the glass, it's going to reflect, but come on, I can, you know it's a person. All right, I'll turn around, give it a bit better light. No, it's not going to do it this time because of the reflection on the glass. Normally that says, looks like Nancy, which is my granddaughter. And I've taken a picture of her and I've picked up from this photograph. And as I say, no, it's just going to bing, unfortunately. But you can teach it faces. I thought I taught it that one properly. So you walk into a room. Is it empty? Are there people there? You'll get that bing to tell you there are people around. Is there anyone you recognize that you've taught its face? You look around, it will tell you, looks like Glenn, looks like Katie. So again, you can see the use of that. Let's move on from
Explore.
I love this one. This is probably my favorite other than Call. Let's go into Explore. Okay.
Laptop. 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 Laptop.
Oh. Come on.
Laptop. Laptop.
That's my laptop.
Sofa.
So as I look around, now
Bed.
Bed. That's not a bed. That's a couch up the other end. But it's telling me. It'll tell me chair.
Sofa. Chair.
Chair. Bottle. Sofa. Television. Refrigerator. There's a
Laptop.
Laptop.
Explore.
There's a whole list. That list I mentioned in the find an object is carried forward to this one. It will pick up dog, cat, potty plant, loves potty plants, a whole range of items. So as you're walking around, you could be in a shopping mall or anything like that. You're walking around, it's picking up these objects and reporting back to you. I demonstrated this to a guy the other day. He had to go upstairs to get something. I said, well, wait, put these on, put Explore, and off he went. Stairs, door, TV. It was all reported back to him. So that's a brilliant, brilliant part of the application, I think. That's the end of Explore. So let's come out of there. Find. And then we're into settings where you set it up to your own requirements, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, set the audio to suit yourself. But let's go back to that Call.
Find. Identify. Call.
Call. Now, there is another app that you can download to a smartphone, be it Android or iOS. This is called Envision Ally. It wouldn't be an app the user would put on their phone. They've already got the Envision app. It will be somebody, friend, relative, colleague. They would download it. It doesn't cost anything. And then we're going to call.
Call an ally.
Call an ally. I'm going to get a list of all my allies. Are you ready, Glenn?
Dan.Colson@sightandsound.co.uk. Carl.Greeley at site. Anthony.Thomas at Tony Shrub. Tukey197 at Sam Colson. Tukey1 connecting with Tukey197 at gmail.com.
Hopefully, there he is.
We're coming up. Hang on. Here we go. I'm going to just turn the mic off, try and stop it going around in circles, and try to hold this up to the screen.
Okay, Glenn.
I've got the screen. Have I got the screen now? Yeah, look, I can see what Tony can see now. So,
okay. So what am I looking at, Glenn?
Yeah, you're looking at your looks like your sitting room area.
Yeah.
With sofa and TV screen in there. Yeah.
Tony, could you just spotlight Glenn for us, please?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where is he? There he is.
You need the product, don't you? So you can see what you're looking at. Here we go.
There we go.
Right. All right, that's better. Yeah, everyone now can see what you can see.
Welcome to my lounge, everybody.
Tony, can we have a close up of your impressive ship on the left?
What is?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect.
So that's it.
That is impressive.
I can now help and guide Tony.
Down again to exit. Call ended.
Okay, so
2197@gmail.com.
yeah. Don't give Glenn's email address away. Let's go by. Okay, so you can imagine the usability of that. My favorite is I'm at the local station. Can't remember where the booking hall is. I can call Glenn or any of my allies, and they can guide me because they can see exactly what this camera's picking up on their phone, and they can guide me to the booking hall, to a platform. It could be something mundane, like I'm in a shop and I need to know what color a shirt is. I've got the color detector, but is it going to look good on me? Does it go with what else I'm wearing? I can hold it up and phone an ally, and they can give me that sort of information. And it just goes on and on. You saw on the video, the guy found a roadblock on his normal route to work, phoned an ally, and that ally guided him through. I know there's an app you can download, which is Be My Eyes. Be My Eyes has thousands of volunteers in this country, well, worldwide, millions probably. And Be My Eyes works in a very similar way. However, you are contacting somebody you don't know, a volunteer somewhere in the world. You don't know who they are, whether, let's be honest, whether they're trustworthy. Whereas using the Ally app on Envision Glasses, you've selected those allies, friend, relative, colleague, or whoever, so you can trust them, says he. You soon will find out who your friends are. But that's the Envision Glasses. And as I say, if you do need prescription lenses, then you can use these or tinted lenses. Just got a guy, he's taken his, he's got tinted lenses put in because of photophobia.
2197@gmail.com.
Oh, stop it.
Call an ally.
Okay, so they're the
Right.
Envision Glasses. Any questions?
Thanks, Tony. Yeah, please do. If you've got any more questions, anybody, pop them in the chat box, and we can. Yeah, it's very sort of informal session today, so we can ask away. But if you want to pop the presentation back up, Tony, and we'll.
Yeah, hold on. I've got to get my real glasses first.
Yeah, good stuff. So yeah, no, that was great, Tony. Thank you. And I think it's important to mention as well that obviously with all of this wearable technology, very aware that our audience today, you'd be working in a range of different social care settings, and your patients, clients, service users, members may have a variety of different conditions, whether it's a visual impairment as well as a physical impairment. At the moment, Envision obviously does require you to use the touchpad. However, they will be adding the ability to be able to control the device just by using your voice. So if anybody does have a physical impairment that would stop them from using the touchpad, then voice commands would be an option going forward, and that is to come. It is constantly developing. They're always adding new updates every month. But it's important to mention that, I think. Thanks, Tony. So yeah, so we'll move forward, and we'll have a look at our second solution we've got today, which is very, very different. This again, obviously, similar in terms of its wearable. However, this device, rather than obviously with Envision, we've got a device which will scan printed text. It will turn the visual world into an audible experience. Iris Vision, this is actually an FDA registered medical device, and this Iris Vision, it was developed at Johns Hopkins University over in Maryland in America, and it's low vision experts from the optical world developed the technology behind this, and the idea here is that they enhance the users what usable vision they have left. So we're enhancing the vision to try and correct it, to improve it, to allow them to see much more clearly. This device is specifically designed for people with ocular conditions. So macular degeneration is a very common visual impairment. Macular degeneration obviously affects the central vision. So you have some peripheral, but the central is impaired, and it can be the black spots, or it can be just one dark area right in the center of your vision. So the technology behind Iris Vision corrects that and enhances the vision to make it much more clearly. And we're going to actually look at a simulation in a second of what somebody with macular degeneration, how they would see the world. But as it mentions there, yeah, thank you, Tony. It mentions there as well that you can use voice commands, because you'll see on the front of the headset there that it is actually a smartphone device that's docked into a headset. So you've got a Samsung Android device, okay, with obviously that contains all of the software in the form of an app, and then that's docked into a VR headset, okay, and I'm going to attempt to try and demonstrate this to you in a second. These devices are very tricky to demonstrate over Zoom, but we're going to try. But yes, because it's a smartphone device, you can make use of Amazon Alexa. So you can actually speak to the device and you can ask it to zoom in, to zoom out. You can ask it things like open television mode, or open scene mode, or open iris reader. There is an OCR section to the element to the phone as well. So you can scan documents with Iris Vision and it will convert it into audio. However, predominantly, this is a magnification device. Okay, so this would allow somebody to sit in front of the TV, and allow them to do various other tasks. And we've also got a video, which I think is brilliant, in just a second to show you. So yeah, breakthrough technology, as Iris Vision state, the smart software lens technology, and it leverages the functional areas of the patient's eye to restore and correct their vision. And we've got lots more tools packed into the device as well. It doesn't just support somebody with macular degeneration, but lots of other ocular conditions such as RP, retinitis pigmentosa, glaucoma, or diabetic retinopathy as well. All very common eye conditions which affect central vision. So Iris Vision would absolutely be recommended for anybody with those sorts of conditions. But let's have a look at this video, and this is before we do that, this is a simulation of somebody with macular degeneration. So you can see that big dark spot in the center, but the rest of the vision, although the peripheral vision isn't completely impaired, it's almost like there's a fog or like a tinted glass, frosted glass over the peripheral vision as well. My granddad actually had macula for the last 20 years of his life, and that's how he described it basically, is he can see silhouettes but no central detail at all. And yeah, he was a technophobe. He absolutely wouldn't give this technology the time of day. But I didn't have this job at the time, otherwise I probably would have forced him to. But we're going to see a video now of an elderly gentleman who also has macular degeneration, and he's going to describe his experience of using Iris Vision. Thanks, Tony.
My name is Ronald Sand. I'm 82 years old, and I live here in Turlock, California. I have a severe macular degeneration. As I got up to 77 years old, I noticed my eyes getting a little bit weak. This eye, right from the center, just started to close like a shade and went down. And I thought, what in the world's happening? I finally found a doctor. They took pictures of my eyes and said they couldn't help me. Before my eyes really got bad, I had all types of activities. I was in the construction part of the Navy. I farmed 50 acres of almonds, preparing the ground and repairing my harvesting equipment. I had a full life. I live in a fog. Progressively, it got worse and worse. It brought a lot of depression. And my son noticed it, so he started searching on the internet for something that might help me. and he got a hold of iris vision, and he said, "Dad, I think I found something that might help you see a little bit better." I went in and they showed me the unit. I put it on, and there was no fog. It was like a normal day, and I thought, wow. Then he asked me to read the eye chart, and I read all but the last line. My wife said, "I don't believe this." And I said, "Well, it works." I have a unit that's sitting on the charger, and it's ready to go whenever I want to see detail. I can read, I can do my hobbies, and I have the ability to zoom in on objects close up and far away. I can sit in the car, ride with my wife, and I can see everything in detail. Without it, I have to ask where I am. It does the job very well. Now that I have the iris vision, I can do just about anything I did before. I feel like my old self again. It's a real gift to be able to see again.
Good stuff. Thank you, Tony.
Okay.
So there we go. That's Ron's experience of using Envision. Now I'm going to attempt to share my screen and demonstrate this for you. So Tony, would you mind just stopping? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
If you can,
let me spotlight me if I can find
yeah,
it.
spotlight my other tile, not me, the other one. Yeah.
No, it won't allow me to spotlight it.
Okay. Don't worry. Can you make my other tile the co-host then, or host? We'll get there eventually.
There you go.
Thank you. So what I'm going to do now, everyone, I'm going to share my my screen, and what you're going to see is the Iris Vision app in action. There we go. Okay. There we are. So at the moment, okay, what you can see is, okay, obviously you can see two screens side by side. Okay, so the idea here is that obviously the those screens obviously sit in front of each eye. So essentially you've got like two little television screens in front of each eye. Just attempt to spotlight my live tile again, Tony, if you can.
I can't. You've shared your screen, so bear with me. Let's see if I can. That one.
Yeah. Don't worry if not.
No, I can't do anything with it. You're the host. I'm not.
Don't worry. So what we have, if you can see my live screen, is yeah, this is the Iris Vision handset, okay, with the software, and this is then docked into the VR headset, okay, which I'll do now for you. Dock that into the headset. There we are. And then I'm going to pop the headset on. There we go. Now, hopefully, and Tony will tell me if you can, but now, okay, both of those two little screens, left and right, are put in front of each other, in front of each eye, to combine together to make one full screen now. So I can now just see, with the headset on, I can just see a full, just one screen rather than two side by side. There we go. Obviously, you can't see that because obviously you need the headset to see it combined together. But I'm going to cycle through the different modes now on the headset. Now this is what we call scene with bubble. So obviously that bubble in the center there, I can zoom in to magnify that bubble even more. So somebody obviously with central vision loss there would be able to enhance their central vision quite substantially. But this also, as I mentioned, for somebody with RP that has tunnel vision, almost like looking through a keyhole, this also may be of use. So I can zoom in, I can zoom out. I'm going to cycle through to, we've got a specific RP mode now. So this would be for specifically for somebody with retinitis pigmentosa. We've got a television mode. Now this actually
adjusts the contrast automatically. So obviously you're looking at a television screen, which you've got lots of colors, lots of contrast, and it auto focuses and adjusts the contrast and the color of the television screen to enhance that for the user. We've got a bioptic mode. Okay, so we've got a box at the top of my field of view and a box in the center, and whatever I'm looking at in that central box is then magnified in the box above it. Certain eye conditions cause the field of view to float almost. So that would obviously help somebody with floating vision, such as nystagmus. That quite often happens with somebody with nystagmus as well. So that they can magnify whatever's in the centre is magnified in a floating box above them. And then we've got various reading modes, okay, with different colour contrasts. So certain eye conditions, the users respond differently to certain colour contrasts. So my granddad, for instance, he responded much better to, there we go, to a yellow background with black text, for instance. So if I hold this text up in front of the screen, hopefully you can pick that up. Okay, so you can change the color contrast. I can then zoom in even further to pick up the text. Okay, so you've got various different color contrasts. We've also got the iris reader, which I mentioned. This would be an OCR feature, so I can scan the text using iris reader and it will convert it into audio, and I can listen to the text as I sit back. I don't have to try and strain my eyes to try and magnify it. Okay, you can also save photos or save any text or any images. You can save it into its internal memory. Okay, and you can watch built-in video tutorials. You can also watch YouTube videos right in front of your eyes. Okay, so obviously you can magnify those videos and enhance those as you see fit. Okay, there we go. Then we go back to the focus mode. Okay, so there is voice commands. If I just double tap, there's the touchpad on the side of the headset. Hopefully it'll wake up. Let's try that again. One more time. No, it's not responding. No. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it's not responding to my to the voice commands at the moment. Maybe because of the internet connection.
I should say too much on your internet connection.
Yeah, possibly. But but the voice commands work by tapping the side of the touchpad there, and then obviously voicing your command. Zoom in, set magnification 2x5, whatever it might be. We actually demonstrated these glasses for a client last week, who also has age-related macular degeneration, and his requirements are quite specific. So he wants to be, he's a die-hard Derby County fan, football fan, and he's worked for the club as well as part of his career. And his sight has obviously progressively got worse, and he wants to be able to stand on the terraces and watch his football team play. And we tested these glasses with this headset with him at our office in Northampton, and he responded really well. You know, that he said that the clarity of the video quality and the image was really good. You know, so they can be used in so many different ways. The glasses, you know, not just for you know, sort of indoor use, or you know, in a home setting. You know, they can enhance somebody's life in, you know, lots of different ways. For instance, in the video, the gentleman talked about allowing him to do his hobbies again. You know, being able to sort of see his workbench, or you know, not just reading. You know, it can enhance obviously somebody's quality of life in lots of different ways. So I'm just going to come out of the stop my screen share again. There we go. There we are. Thank you. I'm gonna Oh, here we go. We've got some people trickling back in. So yeah, apologies everybody. It was all going very well, and then I decided to just kick you all out of the meeting. So apologies. But thanks for coming back. Good. So if you want to reshare your screen there, Tony.
Yeah. Okay. Bear with me a second.
Thank you.
Right, here we go. Is that where we were?
That's not the first time that's happened as well. But yeah, brilliant.
I'd have kept that bit quiet if I was.
Yeah. I didn't know that, Sam, but
look, human
we'll
error.
deal with that later. Yeah.
Right, I think that's where we were. Hold on a second. Let's.
Yeah. Thanks, Tony. And then yeah, we'll just move forward to the next slide. Yeah, look.
Yeah, because that was the video. Hold on.
Yeah. There we go.
That's where we were. You want the next one?
Yes, thank you. So that's Iris Vision, everybody. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, Iris Vision really focusing on enhancing somebody's what usable vision they have left. So the other device, Envision, obviously text to speech, audio, and now we're going to very briefly look at OrCam. We've not got a lot of time left, so we're just going to sort of give you the sort of skeleton presentation of this device. OrCam is another AI, artificial intelligence, a device that uses AI technology. Okay, it's been around for quite some time now, developed over in Israel. But OrCam, yeah, is another wearable. However, with OrCam, okay, this OrCam can be connected to any pair of glasses. So if anybody already has prescription lenses, sunglasses, or even if they don't, it comes with a set of just dummy frames. These are just standard plastic frames, but they do look quite good, quite contemporary. And the idea here with OrCam is all the technology is in this tiny little device, which I've got just here.
Hold on, Sam, because at the moment we're looking at the slide. Do you want me to stop the share?
If you just spotlight me as well, Tony, if you can.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, anyway, don't worry. As you're doing that.
Look, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Now you can.
So yeah, so here we are. Here is the OrCam, which is this tiny little device. Yeah, and all the technology is packed into here. We've got a camera at the front of the glasses, and this actually connects magnetically to the side of the frames. There's a magnetic bracket on the side of the frames there, okay, which I can just connect it, and there we go. Okay, and then obviously, as similar to Envision, the idea here is to scan your printed text, and it converts it into audio as well. So I'll just give you a very quick demonstration of that. So I'm going to just pick up some printed text, okay, just here. There we go. Now with OrCam, we don't actually, we can tap the device, okay. We can also speak to the device, okay. We can say smart reading, and it would scan the text, and then I can actually ask it to do things like read the headlines if it was a newspaper, or read the dates, or read the phone numbers, or read the amounts, that sort of information. So you can actually speak to OrCam as well. So again, anybody that has a physical limitation, we can use voice. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to scan this this piece of text. Before I do that, I just want to connect to a Bluetooth speaker. Connect to Bluetooth audio device.
Touch to connect to a Bluetooth audio device.
There we go. Okay, so I've connected it to a Bluetooth speaker. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to scan this text now for you.
Connected to Bluetooth audio device JBL Go, serial number 565. XYZ Maps, North England postcode district map. Contents. Page 3 about US. Pages 4 to 5 handheld magnifiers. Page 6 portable magnifiers. Page 7 desktop magnifiers. Pages 8 to 9 zoom text magnification software. Pages.
There we go. I'm just going to tap to end that. As well as obviously tapping the device, I can use my voice if I want to. But with OrCam as well, you have another way of interacting with the device. You can actually point. You can use your finger to point at some text, and it will pick up the bed of your fingernail, and it will scan that text within that region. Okay, so I'm going to try that now. Okay, so I'm going to point at the text.
Page 3 about US. Pages 4 to 5 handheld magnifiers. Page 6 portable magnifiers.
Okay, so it will respond to my my point gesture, as well as obviously my tapping of the touchpad or using my voice as well. You've got 3 ways of interacting with OrCam. It does have lots of other features packed in as well, such as facial recognition, but some of the key features for OrCam as well is that the user can go into the supermarket and they can actually scan barcodes, and it will give them nutritional information. They can scan product labels, obviously, and it will give them much more information about the product in the supermarket, the weight, that sort of thing. So lots of uses for OrCam as well. But OrCam and Envision, they are obviously similar in terms of the sort of the physical side of things, but very different features. Obviously, OrCam has video call, Envision has video calling, and OrCam has sort of product recognition, barcode, that sort of thing. So that's sort of the physical makeup of OrCam. If you just reshare the presentation, Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and just click on once for me.
Hold on, I can respond. There you go.
There we go. Good. Yeah, there we go. So that just gives you a bit more information about the device. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's conveying the visual information again, converting that into audio for you. But again, this can be used, and this is used by people of varying ages. Obviously, young students right the way through. To people, obviously depending on the dexterity, again, if there is physical limitations, but they can use their voice if needs be. So we can move forward now, Tony. We do have a video, but we'll probably just jump past that and we'll move on to the sort of the resources. Glenn, do you want to talk us through the resources?
Yeah, I certainly do. Thank you very much, guys. This is a much more focused session where we've looked in depth at fewer pieces of technology. So I hope this wasn't overkill for those of you who just wanted to get a feel for it. It did show the differences between the devices and how adaptable all of them are and how flexible all of them are with different sight loss situations. But there's lots more places you can go to find out information. We've got an app which you can download for your smartphone called WhatAT, WHATAT, no spaces. Apple and Android store. I think it's WhatAT Pro in Android. You should be able to find that, download it. It gives you a wide range of technology to fit specific eye conditions that you may come across, and then videos and other information on the technology itself. You can go to our website. More importantly, I think you can go to our YouTube channel. Sight and Sound Technology YouTube channel has got a range of little 5-minute coffee cup videos right up to full webinars around different issues with sight loss and different technologies in the sight loss area as well. And you can talk to people like Sam and Tony, no cost, no obligation. We'll come out and help you in the workplace with your clients, help them, they'll bring tech and let them play with it and help fit the right technology for people's conditions and where they are in their life. We've got a tech support team that looks after anybody who's got our technology for their life, free of charge, and we make sure that they stay up and running with it. And we've got a range of trainers and training capabilities as well. So there's lots of places you can go to find out more information about sight loss and supporting sight loss in your professional role and with your client base. And we'd love you to come and find us if you need us. And the next slide, I think, shows you where you can do that as well. I'll talk about that in a second. So yes, we have a referral portal as well. So if you need to refer clients to us, quick and easy way, at the top of our website, there's a little tab called Referral Portal. You can register on there, and then after that, you can log in and you can put the names of people, obviously with their consent, that you'd like us to connect with on your behalf. You get information on that connection. You see the status of it. You see what we're doing if we're working with your client, and that allows you to very quickly and easily pass people our way if you think that can help, rather than going through the next slide, the normal channels as well. This is a quick view of the referral portal, which shows you your open referrals, allows you to get people to us and see the status of that. We allocate you with an account manager to look after you when you get on the referral portal, and you get emails to show that everything's happening and what the status is. This is the other way, the more traditional way of finding us, through our website, through our phone numbers, and through email address, sales@sightandsound.co.uk will get to us as well. So thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you for those of you who came back on after Sam hit the kill switch, but I hope you got some value out of it anyway. It's been good being with you, and we'll see you again for version 4 sometime in August, we think. Thanks very much. Thanks, Sam, Tony.
Thanks all.
Pleasure. Thank you very much,
Claire
everybody.
and Katie, for giving us the opportunity yet again.
Cheers. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
Now you can hit the kill switch.
Now I'll end it.